And if we ask the stars what they mean, what would they say back to us? Welcome! You want to go on a card journey today? Give me some of your time, and I'll give you some of your story. Well, let's see what the cards say. Hey there, Capricorn! Welcome to Coin Place Tarot. My name is Coin. I'm going to be your tarot card reader for today. Happy New Year. Welcome to 2025. New month, new year, new everything. And also, happy birthday. I know this is your season. You're looking forward to a lot. Let's see what's going to be laid out. So given that we're in a new year, in a new month, I also have new things on my end. I am now reopening individual reads. So if you like that setup, please message me directly and we can follow through. I'm glad to do one-on-ones again. It's good for me as a reader, get back into my primary element, but also I'm able to support the channel in a way that I haven't seen before. With that being said, given that we're now in a new month and a new year, we're going to look at your first and last for the month of January 2025. First and last is a solid reading that I do with aces on top, tens on the bottom, looking at what's new coming in, what's old going out, but even more so the lessons I had in between, right? So every transition from one month to the next, one time period to the next, one year to the next, one day to the next, who knows? We're going to look at the aces, which is represented by each element respectively: water, earth, fire, and air, cups, pentacles, wands, and swords, meaning new fulfillments, new ventures, new opportunities, or the potential of renewal depending on context. And their counterparts in the tens that represent culminations, conclusions, ultimatums, things of that nature. With all that being said, Cap, as a preamble to the read, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, but don't always be so willing to reverse. At times, even when it gets difficult, understand that I, as your tarot card reader, I'm not here to misguide you, not here to cast judgment. That's not really what I do. I'm just here to see what's on the board. So come rain or sunshine, we're going to lay it all on the table, right? Let's have that conversation. With that being said, I'm excited for you, especially because this is your birthday season. Again, happy birthday. And Capricorn, let's see what the cards say. We're going to start over here with the Ace of Cups, okay? Show us the cards that we need to see, please, for Cap in this read. For my Capricorn people, what are the cards that we need to see, please? Define first the Ace of Cups in the read. What is providing emotional fulfillment? Or at least a direction of it. Okay, the Queen of Wands, the desire to embrace something properly. How so? King of Pentacles, more sharp turns of an investment. In what way? The Hermit. Okay. We're trusting our voice, and if more so you're starting on a project, Capricorn, you're trying to approach it from not just the analytical theory of it, but more the idea of, no, I put everything into place. Let's stop debating. Let's start doing. Trust our own knowledge and wisdom, right? The Hermit, the card of Virgo coming out. One that suggests, hey, I got my stuff together. I went over the script about 80 different times. Why do I need more prep work, right? So we're trying to move from the stage of inaction and planning more so to a stage of execution and how to do it properly. Here, because you put the pieces in place, it's looking like it's going to be something of a solid venture for you. So you're actually more excited because you did all the prep work. We don't want to get stuck there. We just want to do it for a reason. Now to the Ace of Pentacles. Show us the cards that we need to see, please, upon the Ace of Pentacles. Within the read for Capricorn, what defines the Ace of Pentacles within Capricorn's read today? What defines the Ace of Pentacles for Capricorn's read? Give me a second. I forgot to turn off the heat. It's getting cold here. Sorry about the mistake. Remember, tarot card readers are people too. Show us the cards that we need to see, please, upon the Ace of Pentacles for Capricorn in this read. In the home element of Earth, what are we looking for? Let's give it one more. I like that. Yeah. Well, I mean, it happens sometimes. The Two of Swords. The notion of confusion or debate. What are we trying to basically pump the brakes on? Still here, aren't we? Eight of Pentacles. The notion of basically prowess and mastery. And what couples that? The Eight of Swords. We're still back at the debate. When the decisions get tough, we have to point to the most obvious one. Emotionally, I want to be as fair as possible, Capricorn, right? That's what we're here for. Emotionally, you have been the most ready you've ever been in terms of getting something to launch. I don't know if that's a new venture, new project, new opportunity. It's more leaning towards work-based, especially because of the Ace of Pentacles. A project that you wanted to pursue for the longest time. Here, you've done all that technical work. The pre-planning, the logistics, all that has been done, it's been said, boom, we can go for it. Now we have to sit with a different reality. With the opportunity that we have crafted out for ourselves, saying, it's right, it's in its place, we don't want to snapshot that picture. We don't want to necessarily follow through. I'm trying to understand why. And the reason I'm saying that, Cap, is because if it was just the Eight of Pentacles alone, I would say, boom, you're saying you're the right person for the job. This is sandwiched between the Eight of Swords and the Two of Swords. Two of Swords representing the notion of confusion, or the idea that we need to meditate, we need to ponder different answers or different truths we're coming upon. And the Eight of Swords, the notion of feeling powerless when we come to conclusions. We're stuck in a state of limbo. So it doesn't matter the amount of prep work if we're still telling ourselves we're not the person for the job. And the contradiction here is you've done all the right things. That's why that Eight of Pentacles is popping out. It's not that the opportunity isn't in front of you. It's that you, for some reason, you still hesitate to take. You still hesitate to act upon it. The question isn't if, the question is why, right? We had the if. The if was over here saying, you know what? Everything's in order. Boom, let's go for it. I see that over here upon your Ace of Cups. However, upon your Ace of Pentacles, the most tangible of all the actions, you're still saying, I'm the right person, but yeah, about that. I'm trying to wonder about the hesitation that you feel when engaging in this venture. Next, let's go to the Ace of Wands. Show the cards that we need to see, please, upon the Ace of Wands for Capricorn in this read. It defines the Ace of Wands, the driving, burning spirit of fire. An initiation towards anything. Okay. Upon the Ace of Wands, Page of Cups. Even if small, the happiness is there, right? We're trying to be appreciative of the little things. I get a feeling that's more minimizing just because of the amount of, prep work you've done to get there, to get to that launching pad. Five of Swords, the notion of self-sabotage or war within. The energy is right, and yet we're still not going for it. No, sometimes I am good at my job. Just remember that. Temperance, card of Sagittarius. If we keep on trying to question whether or not the path is right for us, whether or not we've healed properly, then we'll always be stuck in a state of preparation. And I'm not trying to be mean to you right now, Cap. Understand, I'm actually doing that in your best interest. If we are saying that we can take all that good work that we've done to get ready for whatever opportunity we try to lay out for ourselves and still say we're not the right person for it and that we should be grateful for the bare minimum, then what about the maximum of everything we did to get to that point, to get to that starting line, to get our foot in that door? The Five of Swords here, it doesn't matter how much we healed if we keep on telling ourselves that we need to heal, right? That's not true healing. We're not giving ourselves a grace to actually go for it. And if we're saying that, we need more time, we need more, we just need more preparation, that's a delay mechanism at this point. You have to do. The biggest point, if nothing else so far, if you were asking, Koi, what's going on here? You got to go do. That Five of Swords is still saying, hey, you're energetically in the right place, and analytically, you are stopping yourself from crossing even the starting line. We're not even talking about the finish. Lastly, to the Ace of Swords. Choice cards of we need to see, please. Upon the Ace of Swords, Truth and by Extension Challenge. What do we see? What happened this week? What about that Ace of Swords? Page of Wands. Yeah, the optimism still very much there. Again, there's a positive direction, but are we acting upon that direction? Because we're taking a lot of big concepts here, Cap, and we're minimizing them down. Why? I don't know, because you work so hard to say I'm the right person for the job. And even while you prove that tangibly, you can have a lot of accolades or whatever, down your resume or repertoire, still proving that you are the right person. You haven't proven it to yourself. Strength, the card of Leo. And now we have to let that inner voice really kick it up a notch and say, no, I deserve to be here. Why so? Eight of Cups. Having to walk away. Yeah, and that's just the point that it's gotten to right now. The sheer amount of prep work you have done to get something, make something launch or get it, on the field, whatever metaphor we want to make, it's still going to the same exact fact that we either trust our inner voice and know why we did that prep work to make it work out, or we say, cut it, I can't do this. That Eight of Cups there is coming from a sense of doubt, but that is the truth that you're sitting in right now. So I don't want to blame you for it. I don't want to shame you for that. The fact of the matter, heart of the matter, we can be as optimistic as possible and still not go for what we think is right for us. Promise you, it happens all the time. I see it way more than I want to. And the reason being is because we could do everything in our power to prove to other people or outside influences that we are the quote-unquote quintessential right person for whatever venture, job, project, etc., and still not prove to ourselves that we're worthy of it. Therefore, strength, the truth that comes out, we have one of two options. We can walk away, or we can dig our heels in and say, no, I got this. What is your optimism leading you towards? Because if we're walking away, it's coming from a space of doubt. But understand that space of doubt completely will end up nullifying all this effort that you put in just to get there in the first place. If we find strength, then we have to sit with the uncomfortable things that still linger around us and try to understand why we're basically kicking ourselves over something we've already worked so hard to change. Underneath it all, Ace of Cups. The notion of emotional fulfillment and opportunity. And I think that goes back over here. Again, the tail wags the dog. Here saying that I can embrace this properly. I've done so much work to do it. Have you proven it to yourself yet? I don't care what other people think. I don't care what, any grading system of you try to say about what you can or can't do. Have you done this for yourself? That's a bigger and better question. Going to the 10 of Cups here. Now we've done the aces. Let's look at the 10s. Show us the cards we need to see, please, for Capricorn this reign. Define that 10 of Cups. Define the 10 of Cups for Capricorn in the read today. How can I get... You know what? No, I don't take it. I was trying to hold on to it for so long. Like, why? Yeah. Yep. Do not run. Do not run. Seven of Pentacles. Accepting the process as is. What you saw was a monk meditating under a tree with all the chakras serving as the branches. Here, the alignment for what you sought so hard to fulfill, you have to pursue it. This is what that progress looks like, right? It's not about having other people tell you how good you are. It's about you saying to yourself that you're worth it. Strength, card of Leo, now popping out again. The reason why you're in a state of discomfort right now is because you haven't been here yet. Now find it within you to look around, to do whatever you need to, and then make your choice. You've already done all the prep work. There's no more prep work needed. Page of Swords. Stuck in a state of observation, we have to make a decision. There's not very much else you could learn about it, Capricorn, except for going for it. Creating another reason is, at this point, creating another problem. So the King of Wands, coming out with all of that, you're harmonizing with this current moment in a very particular way because it's supposed to be right for you. Now it's time for you to make it right for you. Let's go to the next. Ten of Pentacles. What about all the experiences had that build up to the culmination of life? Show us the cards we need to see, please, for capping this read. Define the Ten of Pentacles. Because again, like I've been seeing very many times across the board, are you the right person? Absolutely. Do you believe that of yourself? Question mark. And that's just an honest conversation. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to deter you from pursuing something, because right now it looks like you're looking for more of a reason to walk away than you are to actually stay and find your own fulfillment, even if it's located in the unknown. Define that Ten of Pentacles for Capricorn in this read. The Empress, the highest and most evolved version of the self. What does that look like for our life going ahead? Excuse me, for our life going ahead, right? Because it's not just about the here and now and making this decision. It's about what are we going to prove to ourselves afterwards. This is going to be a big, impactful decision for you that you've been, trying to prepare for the longest. And now we're saying, okay, am I actually worth it? Only you can decide that. Queen of Pentacles. You want to maximize the opportunity, get involved, be enmeshed in everything that you feel you deserve. Who makes that choice? Eight of Wands, right? Direct communication and intentionality. You've been wanting, wishing, hoping, praying for this for the longest. It's not about asking it for it anymore because the opportunity is there. It's about taking it. What are we doing? What are we doing? We have to understand that we can put everything in its place. We could do all the prep work necessary and still not go for it if we're not making choices. Next to the Ten of Wands. Show us cards we need to see, please, to find that Ten of Wands. What burdens are carried of the here and now for Cap, particularly in this moment. Five of Pentacles, the notion of being left behind. I wonder why so. I want to put a pin in that. Ace of Cups, a new opportunity that presents itself, even more so from emotional fulfillment. And the Nine of Cups. Okay. Now we're starting to dig at something. We're having some of the most loving and endearing energy of wanting to take action, show the best of ourselves with that Knight and Ace of Cups, right, Capricorn? The Knight enacting that Ace. This is my emotional truth. This is my fulfillment. I'm giving the best I have right now. That Five of Cups already indicates to me that you have been denied this opportunity before. So the notion that you're being left behind is coming from the state of rejection that you still feel about it. That's fair. I don't want you to beat yourself up over that. The more you do that, the more you reify basically inaction. And that's not what you need right now. What you need to do is do. What I'm seeing here, the burden that's being carried is that you don't want to put your heart, at least you think that not putting your heart 100% into it is a protection mechanism, where in fact it's actually a blockade right now. In the past, you did put your heart, whatever you wanted to on the line for something, and that sense of rejection was crushing. I get that. I totally acknowledge that. However, it's not the same right now, right? You've done all the factual corrections you needed to make it right for you. Now, when we come back to the drawing board, when that opportunity is right at our fingertips, we're saying, I don't want this, right? We're actively trying to convince ourselves that we don't want something because we don't want to feel that rejection again. However, it's not the same. You've done all the prep work. And I guess that's the point that I'm trying to come from as your reader, trying to understand is that emotionally, very on brand, you're going for it. You're basically putting yourself into it. You've already proven that. Materially, logistically, you've done all that prep work. However, if we're still coming back to that same emotional blockade, and that's why it seems more of a burden than a boon, of saying, yeah, I've done all of that, but I just don't want to get hurt again, then this opportunity will pass us by. And at that point, you can't blame the past, you can only blame your choice. I don't want it to pass you by simply because you're comparing it to a past situation where you lost out. In that past situation, fair enough, it did impact you for a long term. What about now? And that's the question that I have for you moving forward. Ten of Swords. Show us the cards that we need to see, please, upon that Ten of Swords. What sharp conclusions, even if painful, have we come to in our own realization? Find the Ten of Swords for Capricorn to read today. Okay, fair enough. So, after everything, when push comes to shove, the thing that we realize the most, we're hurting. Three of Swords, right? And still tying it back to what was going on with that Ten of Wands over there, Cap, of we don't want to be hurt again, right? When there's opportunity, something so grandiose that can be life-changing for us, we don't want to feel that rejection again. And I think inaction is an unintentional self-defense mechanism that you're putting in place, but it's not fruitful for where you want to go. Next, Three of Pentacles. It requires collaborative effort. It requires the follow-through necessary to make that project work. If you are the right person, show it to yourself. Everyone else has already seen it. Ten of Cups. Because this is harmonizing exactly right now for you for a reason. Will you go for it? That is the bigger question. Underneath it all, High Priestess. Internally, you know it's right for you. Beyond all the pain, beyond all the hatred, behind, anything or any other reason I could come up with as your reader, you're still supposed to have the same thing. You feel that this is right and it will fulfill you the most. You just don't want to feel the pain if it doesn't go right or the way that you planned. Guess what? It will 100% go wrong if you 100% don't try. Promise. Risk it again. Even if it feels unfamiliar, even if it feels dangerous, go for it. You've done all the prep work. Time to go. Okay. Next, define the major arcana strewn across the table for Capricorn in their read. What defines the major arcana for Capricorn in this read? We will first look at the Hermit, the card of Virgo. And so, if it emotionally fulfills us, what do we also need to trust ourselves about beyond feeling good? We start here with the Hermit. Show the cards that we can see, please, for Capricorn in their read. Eight of Pentacles. Mastery and prowess. Here, why it fulfills us? Because we are the right person for it. Now it's time to prove it to ourselves. Next, Temperance, card Sagittarius. Six of Cups. Normally located as soulbound energy, but since this more clearly reads as a career or venture-based opportunity, Cap, I'm going to say this is nostalgia of the promise to the self. That if this opportunity came around, we would never fudge it again. Well, what are we going to do? Time to make that choice, right? Strength, the card of Leo. What do we need to find within? Devil, the card of Capricorn. Here, I'm going to give a slight pause because for you, that card has a functional difference. That's just you. But even more so, it oftentimes, especially given the scenario that has played out, it represents more pragmatism than actually going for your dreams, right? You're trying to say that I need to find my inner voice. I need to find... What happens if you already found it and you're actually actively rejecting it by looking for more? I know that's a kind of a 180, a completely different angle to approach it from, but hear me out. We already said that our truth is we either got to do it or walk away. Boom, that Eight of Cups is already laid out. Not going to argue with you on that one. However, that strength, we're trying to find, quote unquote, deeper truths and more answers when the reality could just be simple. We're hurt. It's working right now. This opportunity came back for a reason. Let's do it right. Sometimes there isn't a need to look for a bigger, grandiose vision when we've already had one in mind, and that's why we did all that prep work for it. So the strength within is to understand that I'm enough. And yeah, that's enough for me. Next, strength over here, card of Leo. Page of Cups. Maybe it's the little things that remind you. Let it be the small happiness, but don't settle for it, right? That's the part that I'm more concerned with. Not necessarily the fact that it's happening, but the fact that we can't trust something playing out right when it actually does. To the Empress. Nine of Cups, our fulfillment and evolution. Will we or won't we? You decide. That is ultimately the conclusion that we have here. No one else can make this decision but you. You've already done everything that you need to put this in place. I don't want you to be so afraid of getting hurt that you won't be able to seize the opportunity right in front of your face. Okay. And yeah, that's it for that part. So resolution, real card resolution. Nice. However, can't take it because it did not hit the table. Shows cards of resolution for Capricorn in this read. Their first and last during their birthday season of the new year. Show the cards that we need to see, please. For Capricorn in this read. Yeah. Four of Wands. Sorry, I got the sniffles if you couldn't tell by my voice and my cadence. Four of Wands. What is a happy home or a happy dynamic that we are comfortable and safe being ourselves to the fullest look like? Right? What does that look like for you? Not being defined by what anybody else has to tell you, but what does that mean to you? And here, the metaphor of the home, it more pertains to where do you feel safe, fulfilled, comfort, and thriving in, right? The boundaries that we set also can dictate the expansion that we have. Next, Nine of Swords. Nightmares, fears, and anxieties. If we fear everything will go wrong, then we won't allow the right to actually show through. Because underneath it all, Ten of Pentacles. Building towards the rest of life and everything you want to found with it. This is what I got in your read today, Cap. You've done all the legwork to make an opportunity happen. You've been shown time and time again that it was good work. You have proven to yourself time and time again that this is somebody, a competent person, and evolving and very much accredited person would do. And simultaneously, you are intentionally doubting yourself because the last time something like this happened and you put your all into it, you got flat out rejected. I can understand that. Now that the opportunity represents itself in a different form, okay, understand you're not the same person back then, right? I don't want you to get trapped in the motion of, oh, this didn't work out in the past, so it can't possibly work out now. What if? What if it does? And that's a possibility I want you to sit with to believe in that dream again. What if is more important than what wasn't? That's all I got on your read today, Cap. I hope this conversation helped. Happy New Year. Happy birthday. And yeah, just sit with it for a bit and don't give up. It's still going to be there. Now follow through. I'll see you around, okay? Take care.